Alright, I'm back. Streets of Rage 2. I'm going to be playing Mania. One Life. This time I'm going to be playing as Blaze. So, there's a ton of things. I don't know how to describe Blaze. She's just like, it's like, she's wonderful, you know, and terrible at the same time. I see why people play as her. She's a lot of fun to play as, but also extremely frustrating. She doesn't have that wheel set of, this is my, you know, killer great awesome move, and you know, Axel's got that punch spam and the grand upper, and that's what you use with them. That's your go-to. It just works. And Max is he's just a wrecker, you know. Max kills guys really fast. You got to be good with him, but he kills. You know, you don't have to deal with the same guy for a very long period of time with Max. You just hit him and he's dead. Blaze isn't like that. You know, Blaze is you're just stuck dealing with the same guy for a while sometimes with her. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. She doesn't have Axel's punch spam. You can punch spam with her, but it's not at Axel level good. It's decent. You know, it'll get you out of trouble. I do use it against some of the slower enemies like the signals. Yeah, if you're gonna play this game, if it's your first time playing, play with Blaze. I think she's just a great intro character. She's got good range. But if you're going to play this game on Mania, I can't suggest for you to play as Blaze because she's just too difficult to play with. I mean, I started playing with Axel shortly after I did my 1 life start with a 9 life end. There's just planes going on right now. I get distracted easily, as you can tell. It's not that I get distracted easily, it's that I'm playing the game and talking at the same time, and the two things don't actually mix. But yeah, I started playing as Axel really shortly after I beat the game with Max, with a 1 life start and 9 life end. Because, you know, what's the next step after you did, you know, one of the craziest things you can do in the game? It's just, you know, it's another character. So I started with Blaze after I beat with Axel, starting with 1 life and no continues. Come on, buddy. There you go. I don't want that. And going from Max to Axel was frustrating, but super doable. I actually found it easier to beat Mania with Axel than I assumed it would be. I thought it was going to be like ridiculously hard, but I had such great knowledge of the game that and Axel has so kind of little moves to learn. You know, it's like, what should I do in this situation? Oh, punch spam. How about this one? Grand upper. And then just, you know, rinse and repeat with Axel. He doesn't, you know, I played as varied with him as I could, but he doesn't have that same wheelhouse that Max does, where it's like you need to know how to use Max completely. Every single thing about him, you need to know to do well in Mania with Max. And Blaze feels extremely similar in that way. The only difference is she can't handle the enemies in the same fashion that Max can. Max is slow, but what he has going for him is when he does hit someone, they're dead. You know, that's really it. It's like, you know, I hit you like 3 times and now you're dead. With Blaze, it's a little bit more like technique. You can't do that. You can't just hit a guy and kill him. So you're stuck with the guy. And you know, because a lot of her moves want to kind of like throw a guy, get him the heck away from her, and then move to the next guy and deal with that. I don't know if I'm explaining any of this really well. You know, if I'm fighting the kickboxers with Max or with Axel, it's just, you know, wait for them, grand up, or you're doing a ton of damage. With Max, it's grab them once, then they're dead. You know, you got them. Once you have someone on the ground with Max, you can manipulate where they go to the degree that you can just keep grabbing. With Blaze, that's a totally different story, because she just wants to hug people. She wants to do this. That's really what she wants to do. She wants to throw people to a degree that she can't re-get to them before they get up. That's not true with all of her throws, but for the most part, that's the way that she plays. So you're constantly dealing with a guy, and he's got advantage, because once the enemies are, you know, standing, they have advantage. Once they're on the ground, you have advantage. That's what you want. You want the enemies on the ground. I don't know. It's the crazy thing. Yeah, and then, like, her punch spam. It's like she's got a punch spam, but it's not Axel's punch spam. You know, Axel's got a really good punch spam. Max has got kind of a terrible one, but you can pull it off, and at least it does a ton of damage. So if you got to deal with an Electra, you punch spam her, you know, 5 times and she's dead. With Blaze, you got to do it like 20 times. And I don't know. I can't maintain it. It's yeah. I don't know. I have a real. I've grown to have a real passion for this character. But like everything else, you know, there's things that I hate about Max, even though he's my favorite character in the game, and you know, maybe my favorite character ever made. He's just such a ridiculous construction. You know, I've never seen a character that does that much damage in a game. It's just ridiculous how they pulled that off. You know, but she's just, yeah, you just, I don't know, you gotta be like, you gotta be beyond good, because you can't, because there's certain things she just can't do. You're at the mercy of the game a lot with her. Yeah, I don't know. I feel the Blaze players though out there, the people who really love this character. There's a lot to love, but man, she makes it difficult. She makes it difficult to love her. I'll tell you that much. You know, if you like Axel, it's because you like wrecking. That's really it. You want a character that can just hold the guy in place with a punch spam. It's just real easy. And when enemies come up at you, you can just do tons of damage with this ridiculous, like, you know, grand upper move that, you know, has like, I think somebody actually commented and said there's like 21 frames of invincibility when you start the grand upper. So it's a ridiculous move. It's a great move, but it's just overpowered. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Blaze players. I feel your struggle. Beating this game with her on Mania, starting with 1 life, it was it was almost like restarting over from scratch. You know, that time when I was first playing Mania with Max and just trying to beat it with, like, you know, starting with 9 lives when I didn't know a lot of the, like, the stronger tactics and that kind of stuff. And a lot of that is because, you know, maybe I think I started playing Mania with Max when I saw a tool-assisted run, and the first thing I did was, well, I didn't know what tool-assisted was at the time, because this was years ago. The first thing I did was I was like, oh, let me try that, and I tried, like, mimicking it, you know, like the moves and stuff, and I was like, why is my game playing completely different than this guy's game? Because this game, the enemies don't do the same thing. You can't ever get them to do the same thing. But anyway, yeah, I started playing with Max on Mania, and just getting to the point where I could beat Mania with Max were, like, you know, that's kind of how I felt playing with Blaze. Just, like, starting over, no, you know, no help, no, you know, no great tactics that you can just find online, or somebody's, you know, no one's, I haven't seen anybody who's done it. I haven't seen anyone beat Mania with Blaze without continuing, even when they start with 9 lives. I don't think I've seen that. So she's just, I'm pretty sure I've seen it with everyone else. I've seen it with Skate. I mean, I've done it with Max and Axel. And I've seen it with Max and Axel. I've seen other people do it. But Blaze, I haven't seen anybody do it with Blaze. I think I'm gonna hold bottom here. I think it's safer. No, right when I say safer, I get, like, smacked in the face. That's what happens. It's called karma. But yeah, I haven't seen anyone beat Mania with Blaze without continuing. So I don't know. I don't want to say I'm the first one to do it, but I think I'm going to be the first one to actually do it. And not only that, but I'm going to be doing it starting at 1 life, which is just kind of stupid, but I've already done it. Now I'm recording it. So I know I can do it. And man, is it hard. But yeah, that's the character that she is. That's how difficult she is. People, you know, no one's really done this with her. I guess I'm just the first person, you know, stupid enough to. Oh, got the fruitcake and ended up taking like 15 hits. Oh, but anyway, yeah, so I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I'm assuming that if I actually, you know, get a recording and pull it off, I'll be the, like, by far best Blaze player in this game. I'll be, like, the best Blaze player by, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, at least 10 lives. Which is cool. And I like her. I really like her. But man, she's tough to play with. You gotta be good. I mean, you almost have to hate yourself a little bit. Because you could just throw Axel on, you know? It's like, oh man, Mania's giving me so much trouble. I think I'll play with Blaze, when you could just throw Axel on and know you're gonna have an easier time doing it. That's kind of what she feels like. The signals, for some reason, give me a good amount of trouble with her. I think it's just because I stink with her. This is really like when you're having trouble with kind of the simpler characters or the simpler things in the game. It's just a byproduct of not knowing the character that you're playing with very well. And I can say that for Blaze. I don't know Blaze probably as well as some people do, but I know the game. That's you know, when you play with Max, you have to have a game plan for how you're going to approach every different, you know, scene. Let's see if I can get a little. There we go. Another thing, her backwards jump. I backwards jump with Max like a madman. Axel, I think it's even easier to backwards jump with. Why did I just do that? Her, oh man, her backwards jump is like, I don't know, I have a ton of trouble getting her backwards jump off. It's like 50-50 for me. Which makes sense, because the backwards jump isn't a sure thing. It's not this procedural, you do this and you'll pull off a backwards jump. It's a timing thing. And the timing for it changes. If you got like a weapon in your hand, I think it changes. It feels different when I have a weapon in my hand. I don't know if it's just like some weird mental thing, but I'm pretty sure that the timing for the backwards jump is different depending on like what you're doing. Sometimes it feels really stiff to pull it off, and so I jump first, usually to kind of clear whatever the heck is going on in this game. And I love how the bikers will just walk right past you. Like I'm doing my blitz move, my forward move. That's another comment I got. I love the comments. It's kind of cool knowing people are watching the video and they're giving me advice, which is awesome. Then another cool thing is that I then get to kind of see what they're doing. I watch their videos and I'll learn something from them. But yeah, someone was telling me like, just call it a blitz. Yeah, like this move, right? Her little, you know, flying forward. It's a blitz move. Just call it a blitz. You keep calling it like the forward moves. Anyway. Another thing about her. See, there's so many things I could say about her that I, you know, kind of complaints I have about her. But another thing is her backwards move is atrocious. It's cool in certain situations, but I like using a back hit as a form of, oh no, a guy's coming up at me and I've got to really quickly hit him so he doesn't hit me. But her backwards move, she hits forward first with it. And then she hits backwards. And it's like this split second where you can't actually use it as a backwards move. Like, oh no, I'm in trouble, use my backwards move to hit this guy behind me. You can't do that. You have to preemptively know that, oh, there's a guy coming, I should use my backwards move. It almost, I don't know. I mean, like, it just changes the way you play, because you can't play with her like you would with Axel. It's just, you know, Axel's backwards move actually hits backwards. It hits backwards first. See, there's some successful backwards jumps. Maybe I'm crazy and I can pull it off. I've just been, I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I hope people don't see me trashing her as like a bad thing. in a way, it's like I'm kind of, even though it might sound silly, I'm actually honoring her. And people who play as her, because she is extremely difficult to play with. She's got some great things about her. She's got great range, you know, but there's so many things about her that kind of leave her open. She can't hit backwards instantly. She can't, you know, this move leaves like a gap where you can just fly right over someone like that, and you know, but at the same time, it's got great range and it does decent damage. It's a good move. So yeah, she's just, you know, her special causes her to move backwards, and it's slow. So I mean, I think it's easier for her to get hit in between using specials than Max. And I thought like Max was, you know, terrible at that. But yeah, it's just, you really gotta be on. You gotta be really on to play with her. Alright, so the ninjas. See how he's ducking? I'm at a certain distance where he doesn't want to strike me. If you get too close, he's gonna hit you. You can't really... Then you gotta be like one-punching him, and it just takes too long to kill him. So instead, I get at a certain distance where he's far enough away that he wants to kind of, you know, roll at me or whatever. He wants to do something that takes him longer to do. And then once I see him kind of duck down, I'll start hitting him again. This is actually an important tactic. You can't kill him very quickly if you're close enough to him to... I mean, there are situations where you can, but for the most part, you're not going to be able to deal with the ninjas. Come on, buddy. Whatever. I gotta concentrate for this. Really easy to just kind of keep getting smacked right in the face. So I gotta... Oh, nope, knew that wasn't gonna happen. Grab this real quick. I do still grab, and that's a max tactic, but I still do. I grab, you know, health refills really quickly. I do that with Max because you often don't get a second chance to get, you know, back to the health refill. So when you can get it, you do get it. It's not really the same with Blaze. I could probably wait a little bit, but I don't. Anyway, back to the ninjas. If you're too close to them, it's really easy for them to kind of hit you and smack you. And then you kind of got to deal with like a one punch. You know, where you're just kind of like dun, 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 or a two punch, and it's just, it doesn't do enough damage. It's too slow. You're constantly fighting the clock with her, especially in the later levels. You cannot go slow. You have to, you know, attack a guy almost like a specific way so that you don't run out of time. Taking this a little bit slower. Once I start getting thrown and a ton of enemies get on screen, I'm in a little bit of trouble. I love her back throw. I mean, Forget about it. She just clears like a whole room with that back throw. Come on. She handles this little, you know, Vehicles, whatever this guy's name is, pretty dang well. She does a pretty dang good job against this guy. Oh. Guess what I get? It's like every time I say something's gonna go good, it has to go bad. This little jump kick here, yeah, I usually stand like, you know, right at the almost top of the little shrubbery down below, and yeah, the jump kick almost like there might be some timing involved with it, but I don't really miss it once I do that. That's more ninjas. Oh, okay. I'm actually doing this move now off screen. See how she's gonna duck, 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 start hitting him. It's just a way of keeping them in place, even though I messed it up a little bit. Yeah. The sword. Blaze is pretty well with the sword. Oops. She's got really good range with it. And she hits twice with it, which is cool. She hits once like high and then the second time low. So she'll never hit the same character twice with it, I don't think. Unless there's some character that doesn't fall after getting hit with the sword. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Guys like jumping at you or yeah. Yeah, if a guy's jumping at you and you time it right, you can actually hit him in the air with Blaze's sword. And then if you know, and you can still hit a guy on the ground, I guess technically too, if he's in front of you with their same swing. Yeah. So you may notice I kind of am punching a little bit slow, but you can punch. If your timing's right, you can punch pretty fast with her. There, got the knife guy. Yep. It's another thing, you can be at a certain distance from a guy where you can't hit him with. Yeah, the knife. She hits a guy 3 times with a knife. Does a little stab motion, and then kind of swings down at them. So she does decent damage with the knife. I usually get rid of it. I'm just not used to playing with the knife. And it's pretty slow too. She'll you know, if you miss, you can take some time for her to recover. I know, I'm just messing around with it. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, so you can kind of loop those samurai by doing her forward throw, knocking them on the ground, and then just jumping back into them with the down hit. Alternatively, if you kind of mess up, you can huck them, you know, behind you. Or then just walk towards them, and they're going to want to do their kind of Hadouken, their little Ryu, their lame Ryu fireball at you. So it gives you an opportunity to jump out of the way and continue. Yeah, so she can punch spam. I mean, you can just kind of single punch guys, and I use the single punch a lot when there's multiple guys on screen. I'll just single punch one guy to keep him still, and then when the other guy gets in range, I'll hit them with my blitz move. Like such. Yeah, might have gone a little bit better if I... Yikes. You just get exchange punches over here. She has an extremely weak jump kick. I mean, doesn't mean you shouldn't use it. But... There's Brash. Last guy in this little string before the Electras come. If I want to pull one Electra, I'll just get visual on the entire trash can, like that. That little, well, not trash can, but the box. And then that'll just spawn one of them. I can 3-hit with my elbow move. You can see the elbow is the third combo strike. You can 3-hit with it. I'll try it on her and see if it works. Yeah, so what happens is Blaze hits once behind her first, and then twice in front of her with the elbow. So if you're kind of close enough to a person, basically inside of them, you'll 3-punch rather than 2-punch. And it does, you know, it makes it go a lot quicker. Oops. Yeah. Fourth hit, the kick, does not always knock people down. Sometimes it's a good thing, and it's intentional. I don't want to knock them down. I want to be at a certain distance where I don't knock them down. And other times, I do want to knock them down because they're a little, you know, fast character, and it's annoying that I didn't. So you just, yeah, it's just that's really just stuff where it comes down to knowing the character and understanding what's going to happen when you're at a certain distance. Oops. So again, there's a 3-punch. And I spawned one of these big guys, these fat guys, by walking a little bit past where the baseball, pitcher diamond kind of ends. If I go much farther, like there, he's just a step past it. I'll trigger the next guy. Yeah, like in my Axel video, I kind of talked about how I don't like punch spamming. It's not something I'm extremely good at, especially in this game where you can lose inputs and you do have to deal with some lag. And anyway, punch spamming is difficult, so I guess I'll play here. Couple guys on the bottom or anything like that. Oops. Nope, not fast enough. Wow, I did not think that guy was going to hit me so fast. Dang it. This is not going the way I wanted it to. No. I think that was a 2 death 8, 4, I mean. 2 death 4. This is not good. Oops. I am terrible at punch spamming this guy. I don't know why. Maybe I just freak out or something like that when I have to fight him. Okay, so 2 death on 4 might mean that this is impossible, which sounds crazy, but yeah, I really need to play this extremely tightly, and a 1 death 4 is really, you know, what I'm allowed. So dang it. Wow. And 5's looking kind of bad too right now. I'm not going to give up until it's over, so we'll see how it goes. Yikes. Blaze is just always moving forward. So I'm always triggering guys when I don't intend on triggering guys because she just likes moving forward. Dang it. Double dang it. Okay, let's see. See, if there was no time limit, I could just do this all day long. But since there's a time limit, I gotta, you know, take more drastic measures. Dang it. This guy has no downtime between his moves. Anyway, I don't have time for this. Come on. No, Donovan, no! Ah, come on. See, this is a problem. You gotta kill someone like, you know, Wayne over here, who's got a ton of health. He can block. He loves trolling you by just moving left, going out of screen. And this is probably the best way of doing it. And it takes, you know, 15 seconds or so if you don't mess up. If you do mess up, it takes a lifetime. And then you run out of time and you're, you know, that's it. So, yeah, tough. It's tough playing with Blade, I'll tell you that much. Where you at? You gotta fight the clock with her like no other. I mean, I thought it was rough when I was first playing with Max fighting the clock. Nope. She's really makes it hard on you. Okay, come. Not that one. See if we can. There we go. Uh-oh. You going down? Okay. Dang it, missed him. This guy is just beyond trolling me right now. Alright, here we go. Where you at? Kinda wanna do this with some time left over. Come on. Come on. Alright. Jeez. Buddy, there you go. So you can summon those guys, triggering them one at a time there, which is what I was doing, just to save myself on health and try and keep the sword. So sorry if I start counting. If there's a time for when these guys get up. Where are you? And when they're off screen I can't see them, so I count. Let's just move on it. Ah, jeez. Okay, then we will. Okay. It's funny, I can feel how stiff the down button on my D-pad is. Every time I try moving down, it's just like, doesn't want to do it. Anyway, I talked to myself as well, so don't mind that. Twice. Ah, that's right on top of the sword. How awesome is that? Come on. There we go. Boom. So I haven't dropped this bad boy yet. Oh gosh. Ooh, there we go. Oh, just dropped it. Come on. So 4 Galzias spawn here. If you go too fast though, you know, you only get like 2 of them spawning or 3 of them spawning. And then you gotta deal with them after you kill all these guys. Come on. So because I don't want to deal with them after I kill all these guys, I just deal with them now. So here's the last Galzia. This is the 5th one. He spawns no matter what, nothing you can do about it. Oh, how many charges do I have left in this sword? I don't know, and I don't know if I can risk. I'm losing it. Oh no. Should have grabbed the other sword. Okay. Come on, come on. 2, 1. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Here we go. Crap. Come on, don't troll me. Come on. Do you realize we're on time restraint here, man? I gotta kill you fast. Dang it. Woo! Is that another F5? I lose track. I get so focused on just, you know, killing the next guy. I literally lose track of what happened. Anyway. Stop hitting me, you jerks. Okay. This will be bad. Dang it. Did not want to lose that much life. Come on. Gotta be a little bit more careful than I wanted. Two. Oh. Okay, that wasn't as smooth as I'd like it to be, but come on. The goal here is just to not get hit, and then I'm gonna die on the kickboxes. That's just the reality. So what I want to do is just do as much damage to maybe one of them that I can with the time I have and just play it safe. Oh, oh, I saw that coming. Just couldn't dodge it properly there. Didn't pull? No, I did. Pulled everyone. Okay. Just the first life. Yeah, just smack them all. Kicking. Get up, get up, get up. These guys have no downtime, man, between their moves. It's so annoying. Come on, hit somebody. No, 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 no. There you go. Alright, so 1 so far on 6. If I can keep it that way, I'm kind of where I want to be. Oh, oh. Yeah, I don't have a good strategy for the kickboxers other than just doing jump, standing jump kick, because that just takes too long, you know, so it's, this is me messing up the backwards jump, by the way. And then just getting lucky. Anyway. Whoa, it's too far against the edge there. So real easy if you let it, you know, this whole scene, or really any scene, can just get away from you, and you'll die to the time. I think I'm gonna kick him. I don't want to be that close. Real important to get the 3 hit here. To be, you know, so close to these guys that you're hitting them 3 times with the elbow. Because it's a lot faster. And running out of time it's just always a problem. Right now I'm just messing up royally. Whoa. No. Dang it. Lost more life there than I wanted to. This is a little trick for triggering just her. I can't really explain where the exact spot is. I just kind of have a feel for it. Okay, let's get the whole gang here. Not good. Dang it! This is going bad. It's going really bad. What am I meant to do? Gosh, dang it. Yikes. Saw this trick on a Geldog video, and it works pretty dang good. It's a little complicated though. That's too close. Okay. This part makes me super nervous. I've accidentally pulled the jets here a couple times just by being careless. And so I'm trying to be as careful as I can be. Okay, so I'm on par. I think I have 3 deaths so far, which is good. It leaves me 7 times to die on 7, which is probably going to happen. And then 5 times to die on 8, so long as I can pull that off. And then I should have 1 life left over after that, which would be me accomplishing my goal, starting with 1 life and ending with no continues. So this is a tough scene though. Really easy to die. And I want to try and not die before the elevator. Okay. Dang it. Dang it. Ah, I haven't gotten the trash cans. Okay. Not a half bad recovery. Dude, where are you? Yeah, the trash can there decided that it was going to steal my second hit on my blitz move, which is why that guy grabbed me. If that does happen, I know it happens. It's just I take the risk. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I was trying to actually get his friend to kill him. That's why the guy's like, oh, you know, one of those moments. Oops. Low on time here. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just always fighting that clock. Constantly. Whew, that was close. Should have kicked me right into that ninja. Ended my whole run. Dang it. Ah. Come on, come on, come on. Come on the screen, come on the screen. Jeez. No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay. At least I've got health. Dang it. If I don't do that, these guys are just gonna make me lose it anyway. So this is bad. This is what bad looks like. The ninjas are just, they're just hard to hit, you know. Dang it. Wow, I'm not hitting anybody. Okay, that's one death. That's not where I wanted to happen. And I'm not out of this yet. Just makes it stink even more. Come on. I can't believe how many times I tried to hit that, kick that exact one and not been able to do it. Ah, jeez, I'm gonna die twice here. Oh, don't you dare. Okay. Jeez. No. There's like no win here. Oh, dang it. Alright, let's have a good 7. Here we go. No! Oh gosh. No. It's the worst. Ah. Come on. Gosh dang it. Kill that ninja. No. Oh. Ah. Come on. Oh, this guy's reach is just incredible. can I survive with one hit? Okay. See, that backwards hit does have some uses. And one could think it was totally useless. I don't think I killed that guy. No, I did. Come on, buddy. That's what I want right there. Come on. Still alive? Come on. Like I said, Blaze just excels at doing this, at throwing people like a mad person. She just rocks at it. Alright, now comes my strategy of getting the drop knives. Next it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only see 5. Stop picking up the same knife. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if there's 6 items on the ground, such as knives or swords or yada yada, let me just make sure not to pick. Oh, I did. Can I throw this one? Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, that did bad. It makes it so the robots can't hit me. Their little arm ball, you know, mace swingy thing is considered a thrown weapon. There's only allowed to be 6 thrown weapons on the screen. Their what's it called as well. Their little eye laser beam is also considered a thrown weapon. So right here, I'm not going to get hit by this guy. And it just makes it so I don't have to worry about these guys. Trying to get these guys here, but move a little bit. It's not the most exciting end boss in level 7, but just safer. Okay, so I'm going to go into 8 with 6 lives, which means I can lose 5 and still pull this off. This is going to be close. I still got to be on my A game. What? Gosh dang it, Donovan. Just had to mess me up. Ah, what a jerk. Come on. Okay. A little bit slower, but a little bit safer with the pipe. I don't really have a good strategy for getting this guy on the ground, other than just using a special of some kind and then grabbing him and just, you know, doing that as best I can. So the pipe just works better. Yeah. Run out of time here. Whew. Alright, let's have a good 8 elevator. Wow, I just completely didn't hit that guy at all. That was hilarious. Leave me alone, Barbin. Still got a guy to kill over here. So I don't care what this guy's name is, I always call him Barbin. I know his name's Vulture now, but... Just give me a sec. Okay. I hate this guy. I don't know why he gets to retain his invincibility, but he does. You know, when the bosses fall on the ground, they're invincible for a little bit, and this guy retains that invincibility even though the bosses lose it once they die. Woo. Jumped into that. Come on. Ah. Dang it. Whoa, she's still alive? I thought I killed her. So this takes long, but it's safe, and I've got time. So that's why I use it. Okay. I'm just gonna try and do as much damage as I can before they kill me. There it is. Come on, there we go. Shiva, I don't really know how to deal with this guy. This seems to work. Kinda. Okay. Dang it, Shiva. Oops. What do I do with you? Ah, wow. Oops. Totally missed him. Ugh, these little guys are killing me. much damage as I can. Bam! Man, that was awesome. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did another 5 there. Wow, Blaze starting with 1 life on Mania, no continues, down to the last life. That's how you do it. Yeah, Blaze is a viable character to play as. However, she's so hard to play as. I don't think I'd suggest to people who want to beat this game on Mania to play as Blaze. If you want to do that, learn Max or Axel. And I think after you, for me at least, learning Max as well as I did, and then learning Axel as well as I did, made it possible for me to beat it with Blaze. Because I knew so many different tactics with Max on how to deal with the ninjas and the kickboxers and all this other stuff. Then my tactics had to change when I played as Axel, how to deal with them. Then with Blaze, once again, they had to change, but I was used to so many different types of tactics that it didn't feel foreign to me to all of a sudden do something different. Anyway, I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. Blaze is tough. It's, I mean, if you want to have fun, she's a lot of fun to play as. I get why people play as her. She is a ton of fun. Yeah, and she just excels at. You just throw her in a group of 5 guys, and she just grabs one and chucks them, grabs the next one and chucks them, goes to the next one, chucks them. She's just really good at that. It's something Max is also good at, but Max is much slower, so it's harder for him to get to the guys sometimes, and it's easier for her to do it. Anyway, I don't know if anyone's ever pulled this off, so tell me if someone has. Direct me to it. I'd love to see that video. But as of right now, I think this is the best Blaze run by far anyone's done. And so I'm glad I could show it to you guys. Alright, I'm Anthony. Thanks for watching. Later.